Good afternoon, it's Valerie Ling here, coming to you live today to talk to you about the 12-month coaching program with me. What is it really truly all about? Well, first of all, let me address some of the thoughts that might be going through your head if you are thinking of doing it and you are just not sure. First of all, is it going to be a bunch of more things that I already know, but I'm just not doing? This is something really frequently that I come across in the beginning stages of working in the burnout space, and that is we already know what to do. Self-care, do less, rest, pull back, get off social media, and then we'll be all right. Well, what if I told you that that's really not what we do together? In fact, I want you to do more. I actually want you to have more capacity, more resources, yet in the right space. Having worked through a couple of burnout prevention plans already as I finish the year, it's always amazing to me to see just how even that process starts to shift people's headspace into really different zones. They actually land up feeling more energized with more capacity, because when you're burning out and when you're doing things on your own in that space, it's like Groundhog Day, like the hamster on the wheel going around and around, doing the same thing. You're expanding a lot of energy, but not necessarily in the right places. And when we start to work on these things individually, uniquely, in your patterns that work for you, knowing your rhythms, knowing the zones which bring maximum drive, maximum fulfillment, maximum capacity, you will actually find that you extend your capacity. So that's the first thing that I wanted to say. Yeah, it's not all about just the things that you already know and just more of that. Number two, I already don't have time. How am I going to make time for this? Yeah, that one also comes up really, really often. Is it like, you're going to have to go to university again, or you're going to have to sign up for a course? Well, no. So the issue is this. You will find that once you actually take time to be proactive and to soothe the burn as well. All right, think about it. Right now, if you're thinking about doing this and you're like, I have no time to do this, you want to pause and reflect on that for a little bit, right? It's a mindset thing. It's a headspace thing, that when we actually think that we don't have time to do something that's important, that's life-giving, if we know we're drowning as it is, and we know that we're not quite making it as it is, and then we say, and we have no time for it, well, that's a real mindset thing. And I would say that we need to make time. Right? We need to make time for it. We need to get you back on the right track. We need to get you back to a feeling that you're not failing, that you're not losing out, that you're not letting people down. I don't want you to stay in that space for another 12 months when I know that there's a different way for us to work together out of that space. Third thing, I just feel too ashamed to say that I'm burning out. What if you judge me? Valerie, you look like you might judge me because maybe you've got it all together and I don't. And I don't want you to see that. I don't want to see my personality. I don't want to see what's actually really going on. Well, here's the great news, right? Having been a clinical psychologist for this many years and being a parent and having teenagers and myself struggling through burnout, there's very little that you could say that would actually really shock me, right? So I'm not actually going to look at you and say, oh my gosh, how does this person even, how do you get to this point? Because pretty much, I guess I've seen it already. It doesn't frighten me, it doesn't scare me, and it doesn't put me off. In fact, all the more it inspires me and motivates me to actually say to you, I'm so sorry that you've had to endure and be in this space for this long. I'm so glad that you reached out so that we can work together to climb out of this space together, right? And that's the key. We'll do it together. We'll do it together. If you're not sure, would you send me an email Valerie at effectiveliving.com.au, so that I can get on the phone with you and have a chat with you to actually walk you through it and see if this could be a good thing, a good fit for you. Don't stay in this space of almost burnout or burning out longer than you need to. You don't have to. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it could just be that working together might get you there. All right, take care.